You are watching WCSD from the Calloway County School District.
What's up, Lakers? On this edition of LakerTV, we have a look at a recent nationwide event, another episode of Every Laker Has a Story, and a neat study about laughter. All this and more coming right at you here on LakerTV. Hey there, Lakers. Welcome to this week's LakerTV News Magazine.
We hope it's been another amazing week for you. How's your week been, Isaiah?
Well, I've been basically out of it since the beginning of this week after taking the ACT. What about you?
Yeah, me too. And to top this week off, we have an interesting show ready for you all today. So to kick us off, let's talk about something serious. In light of a recent tragedy where 17 people were killed in a school shooting, students across the nation organized walkouts at their schools on Wednesday, March 14th. Many were demanding policy changes to reduce the risk of future school attacks, with a prescribed time of 17 minutes to honor the most recent victims in Parkland, Florida. In fact, there was an unofficial walkout that day right here at CCHS, and producer Adrian Johnson has a summary of what happened with the help of reporter Caleb Spain.
Our very own Calloway County High School participated in the national walkout as over 70 students quietly left their classes at 10 a.m. and sat in the gym for 19 minutes, adding 2 minutes for the victims of Marshall County.
Today, to commemorate the students who died of gun violence, and because our Congress is doing nothing. How many bills have been proposed and shot down and proposed and shot down? So students across the nation have decided enough is enough. And we're going to name those names, the victims of Parkland and the victims of Marshall, starting off with Nicholas Doran.
Can you tell us how this started and why?
It started basically with the Parkland students. They organized a national school walkout for 17 minutes, and we added on 2 minutes for the victims of Marshall. But I personally started it because it's something that I'm very passionate about, and a lot of students were wondering what's going to happen if we do participate. So I eventually just went to administration and was like, hey, this is what's going on. Can we do it? What's going to happen if we do? And all that sort of jazz.
While some students around the nation who participated in this walkout were faced with punishment from their administrators, while some were joined by their teachers and principals, CCHS faculty had no part in organizing the walkout. Administrators decided to allow students to participate as long as it was peaceful and for a limited amount of time out of class.
Why were the students allowed to do this without penalty?
Well, actually, there's a Supreme Court case. I think it's Tinker versus TLO. Don't quote me on that. It's been a while since I've had my social studies class. But where students are allowed to protest. And, one of the things that we did was we met with the student leaders that put this together and organized with them. And we talked to them about the situation and everything. And they said that their whole focus of what they were wanting to do was they were wanting to honor those students that had passed away from Parkland and also from Marshall County. And we felt like that was one of those things that we would be willing, to support and everything. And it's, I'm an old social studies teacher, and, I understand those rights and everything. And that's part of the way that we want to do that. We want the students to be able to understand that they can be heard. The things that we believe in is the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, and everybody has their rights within those as long as they don't impede or infringe on the rights of others.
What are your hopes for the outcome of this, nationwide or here?
I hope that our Congress and our government, our senators and our representatives and the NRA realizes that we are not joking around. Students have a voice and it needs to be heard, and this is our way of saying, hey, listen up. We're not stupid. We are educated about this, and our voices matter.
For LakerTV, I'm Caleb Spain.
An event called March for Our Lives is taking place this Saturday in Washington, D.C. And we understand the small students from Western Kentucky will be making the trip. This protest is a march against mass shootings and gun violence in schools. Similar local marches are being held across the country on Saturday, including one in Calvert City.
That internet sensation known as YouTube is approaching its 13th birthday in 2018. And with hundreds of hours of videos being uploaded every minute, there's something for everyone. And it's not just about watching a video. There are thousands of people running their own YouTube channel, and some of them are right here on the campus of Calloway County High School. You're going to meet one of them today on LakerTV, thanks to the producers Luke Hale and Liam Steen.
Michael Sievers is a student at Calloway County High School that does something not many here do. He runs his own growing YouTube channel.
I watch YouTube a lot, so when I see people do it, I just, because I play games, and I like to edit stuff, so when I see people do it on YouTube, I just feel interested. I think it's fun to record something that you like to do, like you're doing something that you like to do, like to play games, and you get to do something else, which is to release it to the community.
Surprisingly, he doesn't seem to care much about subscribers or views. He's purely in it for the enjoyment.
I just do it more for like a hobby. I don't ever think that I might get really famous. Yeah. Even if I do, I always thought that I would still do it for fun and probably not get it out of money.
He said he mostly plays games with his friends like Anoxmally and the Odd Oracle.
Watch out for the creeper!
I think we better do this before anything happens that's bad.
His channel is called Michael Sievers 1, all one word, if you would be interested in subscribing to him or his friends he plays with.
We're going to take a quick break, Lakers, but stay tuned.
We have a new episode of The Current, a story about laughter. Is it really the best medicine? And a look back at our visit, the Student Television Network National Convention, and much more coming up real soon.
Instead of 2 seconds, it's like this is the best 1.5. Which you know that 0.5.
So do you guys want to hang out later?
Well, we're planning to go to the movies.
Oh, can I tag along?
No.
Oh. Alright.
Don't let anyone stand alone.
Last weekend, 11 students from our school took a trip to Nashville, Tennessee to the STN convention. Here, along with hundreds of other schools, they competed in multiple video production events, including public service announcement, commercial, sports highlights, and action sports editing. The students were given a prompt and a certain amount of shooting and editing time for their event. While there was a lot of time for training and competition, there was also time for fun.
Guys, Jill's on me.
If you must blink, do it now. Pay careful attention to everything you see. No matter how unusual it may seem. If you look away, even for an instant, then our hero will surely perish. It is time to follow my own path. My name is Kubo. This is my story.
It's a great movie, no strings attached. Well, maybe one or two.
You better stop for this motion picture.
This is Kubo and the Two Strings, a stop-motion movie from way back in 2016. Why the heck are you talking about a movie from 2 years ago? Well,
There's a super cool theater in downtown Paducah called the Maiden Alley Cinema, and they show lots of cool movies like Kubo, The Princess Bride, and The Wizard of Oz. Located near the riverfront, Maiden Alley shows classics and underrated films throughout the year. They even show student films from time to time. Kubo is coming back to this theater very soon. For those of you who don't know, stop motion is the process of making puppets or models and creating the illusion of motion by taking picture after picture of each part of the movement, then playing it at the speed of film to create animation.
this recent film uses the art of stop motion to give a more beautiful and adventurous feel, which is a change from Laika's other movies, such as Coraline and Paranorman.
Kubo and the Two Strings follows, well, Kubo, a young boy missing an eye who uses his shamisen, one of these things, to cast magic on origami paper and tell stories to the citizens of the village. He tells the story of Hanzo, his past father, a great samurai warrior.
However, he must return home every night before the dark, or else his evil aunts will find him and take him to his grandfather, the Moon King, and take his other eye.
When his family discovers him, his mother stays behind to protect him, and Kubo escapes, guided by a monkey spirit, to find the armor of his father and defeat the Moon King once and for all.
Overall, the movie has beautiful visuals and an incredible story. You've got to appreciate the care and creativity that went into making such a masterpiece.
Kubo and the Two Strings will be at the Maiden Alley Cinema on April 7th, so if you want to catch it, go right ahead. Or you can buy or rent the movie to watch with the family. Sometimes, though, nothing beats seeing a movie on the big screen in surround sound. You can check out the cinema website for showtimes and upcoming movies at maidenalleycinema.org.
We're not going to string this episode on any further, so it's time to wrap this up.
See you next time, Lakers. Make sure you tune in because the next episode of The Current is going to be infinitely special.
Okay, I have a question for you. What kind of shorts do clouds wear?
I don't know.
Thunderwear. People say that laughter is the best medicine, but is it really? Reporters Brianna Lockwood and Emily McIntosh are back and ready to give us some insight.
It is said that laughter is the best medicine. Now, it may not save lives from deadly illness or a severe injury, but laughter does have its own positive side effects. Science has proven that your health can benefit from a good sense of humor. Laughter releases endorphins and other chemicals, creating a cocktail of feel-good stuff. Funny enough, laughing burns calories. Okay, so it's not a replacement for working out every day, but one study in the International Journal of Obesity revealed that laughing for 10 to 15 minutes a day can burn about 40 calories, which could be enough to lose 3 or 4 pounds over the course of a year. So, laughter has benefits. So what? Whether you choose to laugh every day or not, that's solely up to you. We can't make you burst into laughter. The only advice we can give is to try to find the brighter side of life. Look for the silver lining in the dark clouds. If you're feeling blue or a little gloomy, hang out with some fun, playful people. They will hopefully lighten your day. And in hopes to get a good laugh out of you guys, we put together a funny video compilation. For LakerTV, I'm Emily McIntosh.
Anybody hungry? Anybody sleepy? Anybody highly overweight?
Don't you yell at your mother.
That makes me want to laugh.
Laughter and smiles can be contagious.
Before we go, we're going to hit you up with a reminder to tweet us at Calloway Live with selfies of you and your pets.
That's got to be a wrap for this week, Lakers.
Have a great weekend, and as always,
keep crushing it, Lakers.